Hi everyone. Hello. Teresa here. I'm hanging out in the park and there are beautiful azaleas all around me and some bees, and I just wanted to share a few announcements coming up this Monday, the 28th, at 6 p.m. I'm going to be having a live book club meeting. We've been reading Georgia O'Keeffe Life, and it is a very long 30-hour in-depth book that covers her life and her work, and it's been really great to be listening to this book while on walks or while painting or getting ready to paint. I'll be doing the live stream with my friend Sharon Ann, who is also a painter, and we will be working on some easel projects while we talk about the book. At this point, I don't think either of us have finished the book, but I'm probably just a few hours away from finishing it, so by the time the book club comes around, we should be able to give you a pretty thorough review. The way the book club works, it's sort of a spin-off from the Tea Time with Teresa series, so we are a bunch of artists just getting together and painting over the easel, and the idea was that instead of taking ourselves away from the studio to talk about art or to promote ourselves or to explain technical aspects of painting, which are all things that artists do and that are fine. In fact, I'll be mentioning a tulips and swans class coming up on May 3 and May 11 after I talk about the book club. But I just wanted another aspect of getting together that wasn't solely about technique or critiques or instruction, and that is just about sharing ideas and shop talk. So the Tea Time with Teresa's traditionally had a live model, and we would interview the live model, but there was always a literary component, like a short story we might play or talk about. One of the short stories we listened to in its entirety was The Hearing Trumpet by Leonora Carrington, which was really good. She was a surrealist painter based out of Mexico, and she wrote a surrealist book, which is sometimes described as like the other Alice in Wonderland. And it's a really interesting book, and because she's a painter and a lot of the imagery is found in her paintings, it would be interesting to kind of like maybe talk about that again with some of you who have read it. But anyway, this Tea Time with Teresa will be from 6 to 8 p.m., though we may go over. The first hour will be live, and this will the second and possibly third hours. And Sharon and I are just going to talk about what we took away from the book. We've sort of purposely not been discussing it with each other too much, so that we'll all have a fresh take when we get to it. And there is a sign-up fee, though it's not that much, if you want to participate in the live discussion. If that's okay, you don't want to participate live, you don't have to pay anything. You can just watch the uploaded recording later on YouTube, and then you can comment in the comments section on YouTube, and we can kind of talk about it that way. And this will be a recurring thing probably. I don't know what books we'll do in the future, but it could be Leonora Carrington, it could be something like that, but at the moment it's Georgia O'Keeffe, so it'll be fun. I actually have a painting with some kind of deer skull or something going on that I started right before the right before the Georgia O'Keeffe idea came in my head, so that might have been the catalyst. So it'll be fun to talk about this book while I wrap up this painting that I've been working on somewhat during the duration of this book, and it'll be exciting to sort of open up the video platform to those of you who sign up, and you can talk and you can paint as well and share your work. Everyone just gets you can do whatever you want with your Zoom camera, so usually I just alternate between talking directly to the audience from time to time, and I'll just rotate my camera so that it's facing my painting. You'll just see my hand painting. So we keep it pretty loose and informal, and again, we're not trying to give like a super thorough overview or like an academic review of her life or her work, if you sign up, you'll actually get a list of documentaries and talks that museums have put out about her, and I like those because they have a lot of images and photographs of her family, Stieglitz, her work, of course, the things that she painted from, her houses, her clothes, her, you know, her vacation brochures. She traveled a lot. She was a avid healthy living expert towards the end of her life too, which is kind of interesting. So there's a lot of stuff to kind of talk about and delve into there. So yeah, we'll be just talking about it from an artist perspective. So that's what you'll get, kind of like artist shop talk. And if you want all the, you know, the museum and the biography, you should read the book. You know, it's just 30 hours if you audiobook it, and you can watch countless programs that have been put out by experts. So we'll sort of be drawing from all those things. And if you want to show up and you have not read the book or you've just started it, that's fine. One of the things I like to do before I get into a book is to just listen to a discussion two people have about it. It kind of gets me interested in reading the book. Otherwise, I find I just buy the book with the intention of reading it, and then I never actually read it. So I'm hoping that this is going to help you guys just get into reading the book as well. So yeah, that's all for now. That is a sign up on my website, and the recording will be put on YouTube for free on my channel, which is just Teresa Oaxaca Art, I believe. It's linked on my website, teresaoaxaca.com. And yeah, the other announcement is there is a new online class coming up. This one is a 2-day class. It starts on May 3 and it ends May 11, so there'll be about a week in between the meetings. And I think the first day is a Sunday. I originally had it planned for a Saturday, but I have a show opening that I have to go to, so we're gonna do that on a Sunday. I'll be showing how I paint swans. I have reference photos I took from the St. Louis Zoo that I'll share, very nice ones. And then I also have tulips that I'll probably buy some from the supermarket because my tulips are now mostly dead. I have a few more lingering. It is hard to plan these workshops. I try to do things where I have flowers in the garden, but it's just such a narrow window, so we'll probably be doing those from nice supermarket tulips, so that'll be great. So yeah, those are the two most you know, soonest things coming up. I think there's some other stuff. As always, I try to keep a nice rotation of classes. Like there's portrait workshop, figure drawing and charcoal workshop, still life painting and oil, and koi painting, which will be fun. Those are all in-person classes in the Washington DC area in Virginia. And then I also have a painting koi and flowers class coming up online too. So lots of things to do, but happy painting, and see you later.